Morning, hello. Here today we have a Range Rover Evoque. This is Alison's car, and the problem we've got today is the rear tailgate latch. I think it's the latch, so we're going to try and diagnose and fix this car. So you hear the noise when it tries to open, so I think there's something electronically wrong with this. The car won't lock or even come down, so I'll put the car's tailgate down manually. You can hear it not locking, and you'll notice that it seems to be out of alignment. So the car won't lock, so you get that double beeping noise. We shall try and open the boot and we get this horrendous noise. It sounds like the electronic part of this lock mechanism doesn't seem to work, or it's working intermittently. You can hear the car not locking, not closing properly. There we have that double beep. Open the car, open. So we're going to expose this, have a look inside here and have a look at the lock. It may be that we need to replace that lock, or this locking mechanism, and try and figure out if it's this that's gone. I did notice there that the tailgate itself kind of moved, and this is where you would adjust the tailgate, be taking the spoiler off and adjusting these two bolts, but we'll see. So let's get this off and this off and see if it's electrically knackered. I'm assuming that panel comes off here, so need to do a wee bit of research on that just to try and see if we can get it sorted. That's the tailgate off. It looks as if it's held on by a number of clips, a couple which I think have just broken. Try and get some replacements for that. This looks like the tailgate module. Sometimes if we unplug that and take the power off it, it might reset something. Lock mechanism's held on by what looks like a couple of Torx, maybe three. Bit of cable there. That's a connector for it. That's the connector for the switch. So I'll get this off and we'll try it when it's not on the car. I'm going to try and get the car to go down, get the tailgate to go down. The button's under here. Seems to be closed. I'll try. Still won't open. Let's try and open it. So I think I'll do first port of call is to try and just take off the power supply to the control module. Looks like 2. Seems to be quite stiff. Looks like these are just the power supplies to the tailgate struts. That's the module power supply off, or the cable's out anyway. I've taken this one out, and that looks like the other strut power supply. So if we give that a minute or 2 just to de-energise, we can then see this bit looks like the control cable. It's in here, coming from this actuator here. So I'm generally trying to find out how it works. So if I replug these in, replug that in. Okay. That's in. I'm putting this up here so that it doesn't foul anything when I close it. So there, the car locked that time. Opened. Yep, still got a problem with that. So I just put the gap tool on that, and strange things come up. I've got no power, no ignition. This is working. What? Keys here. Nothing. So I think I will disconnect the battery. I have no idea why that done that. Some strange noises coming from that. Let's put that there. So I've disconnected the battery. I have no idea what happened there. Put the gap tool on, done some diagnostics. You've got a couple of trouble codes on there, one of them being the rear tailgate, and all of a sudden the power went off in the car. So I'm just disconnecting the battery. I'll reconnect that to see what happened, but I did hear a number of bizarre sounds coming from down in this side of the engine. Strange but true. So I will test the battery, or look at the battery voltage. The car has been sitting here for a day or 2, not going. I've got that wrong, Ramondo. So I don't know if you can see that. Testing the battery, we've got 11.2 volts, which is quite low. So I wonder if I put my starting tool on this, the car would start. So maybe it's just a low battery. So So let's try that. We'll just go back round and check if we have something on the dashboard. Yeah, I think it's a flat battery. Let me try and start the car. If it starts, good and well. No, battery's knackered. I think that's what's wrong. So, okay, power on. So, got 92% on that. Got green light. Start the vehicle. All of a sudden, it's jumped down to 55%. So I'll give that a wee minute. Make sure I've got a good connection there. To be fair, this has not been used for a long time. And that compass is wrong. It's down at 22%. So I've discovered the reason that's making that noise is because the battery's flat, or the battery's done. When the car's running, it works fine. So we're going to put this cover back on again. Tailgate works. If you listen to the noise this time, none. So we've concluded that it's the battery. Decided to replace the battery. Taking it off. Just clips in here. Should screw out. Oh, that one's screwed out, look.
Yeah, that's what should happen.
Yeah. There we are.
Oops.
Okay. This is for the battery. Terminals, keep it rust free.
What do you call that?
This is battery pole fet, battery damp grease, so it stops the dampness going into the connections, apparently. Service test, body control module, battery replacement, yes. Engine will automatically shut off, yes. Continue. Ignition back on again. continue. So it's come back saying no faults. Start the car, and I bet you that goes on there like so. So air intake for here,
Oh, right, I see.
and here into the air filter.
Right. It's just plastic tabs.
Plastic covers. So, new battery. I should really put the date on that.
11th of April.
11th, the 4th, 22. And that's us diagnosed and found out what's wrong with the tailgate was actually
A battery fault.
a low, poor battery. So that's the car, been sitting for a day. All seems to be working. We'll open. So what was causing the tailgate error was actually a Duff battery. It's all working now. Tailgate's going up and down with no noise. Battery's fine. Car locks, car opens. We don't have that double beep. There we go. And boot will open, no noise. So that's that. Hope you enjoyed that video. It's quite interesting for us to figure out the battery in these cars sometimes cause all sorts of problems. But this one's finished, and hope you enjoyed that.